How do we install the Pike and Shot mod for Napoleon Total War? This is a mod that I have made a Let's Play on my channel, and it's a very neat one. It is one of my favorites. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So basically what we're going to do is to move files. Follow along and you are going to be able to install these pretty quickly. So the first thing we have to do is to download the Pike and Shot. This is the 0.7 standalone. You're going to find it on the ModDB. I'm going to give the link on the description. You download this file. This is a file that has a size roughly of 5.74 gigabytes. Then you are going to extract the contents of this zip on your desktop. When you have that, we're going to see the folder, and we're going to double click this. The folder has all of this inside. Now, it comes with a README in English and in Russian. If you go to the README in English, you're going to see all the instructions there. So we can see that here we see a folder that says data. This is the most important folder. And then we see a lot of optional folders. I'm going to go first for the data folder. This data folder, as you can see, includes everything that is inside on the mod. This data folder is going to replace the data folder that is inside your Napoleon installation. Let's go to the Napoleon installation. So here we see the Napoleon folder. This is the Napoleon Total War folder that is found on your Steam apps command. Now pretty much what we're going to replace is this data over here. So we see this one, so we replace this for the other. Take a look. We're going to open data here. This is the Steam apps common Napoleon Total War folder, and we're going to open data here. We're going to find everything here. This is the actual original vanilla. I'm going to move it slightly down here, and this I'm going to move it here. So here we're going to open data as well. What we're going to begin with is to take the campaign maps here. So we go to the original, we go to campaign maps, and we see everything here. We do the same here, and we're just going to take everything here and throw it here. And it's going to say this destination already contains the folder name NAP Egypt, this and that. And practically what we're going to do is to do this for all current items. So it's basically what it's going to do. Do you still want to merge this folder? And you're going to say yes. So then this thing is going to merge everything, and you're just going to do this for all. Move. This is going to be move and replace. You're just going to replace everything here. Okay, now that we have this, we have finished with the campaign maps. Let's go back one, and let's go back one. Let's go to campaigns. In here, we open here campaigns, and we take everything here, and we move them to the original. And here, do this for all the current items, and you're going to say yes. And then here, we're going to move and replace. Do this for the 14 conflicts, move and replace. Everything is going to be there. Now that we have that, we're going to move one back, and we move one back. Here we see UI. We open UI, and we open UI. Let's remember, this is the Pike and Shot standalone area. So here, we see the same things here, and the same things here. We're not going to go one by one. We just take everything here, and just move them here. And we say, do you still want to merge this folder? And you say, do this for all current items, and say yes. You say move and replace, but don't forget to do this for the next 328 conflicts, and then you merge and replace, and everything is going to merge and replace. Fine. The final part is to take everything that is here and to move it into the original folder. These are 18 items that we're going to move here, and finally we're going to have everything done here. Everything should look like this. You should have in the original folder, in the data folder, approximately 37 items. So now that we have this, we go back and everything is done in data. So this data folder is useless. Finally, what we're going to do, still in the data folder of the original Steam folder, we're going to open it. And what we're going to do is to add faction specific UI, which is very important if you want to have a little bit more of flavor. Here we are going to see different countries. This means that each of these represents the actual symbol of the country. It's important to note that if we are going to do this, we are going to select just one. For example, I'm going to take Austria here, and I'm going to move Austria into the data folder. So if you put Austria here, and you go and select, for example, Prussia, you're not going to see the Prussian symbol, but the Austrian symbol. With that being said, you have to understand that if you want to change the Prussian, you have to take the Austrian one, move it back, and, for example, in this case, you have to go to Prussia and move it here. That is concerning this optional faction-specific UI. The other thing that we're going to move is the additional mods. We're going to go for enlarged flags. This is something that I recommend. It's going to have better flags, and you're going to be very happy with the beautiful flags that you're going to see in this amazing mod. If you want, you can add the Ultima smoke, which is a different smoke for the actual vanilla one. Then the other thing that we're going to do is to go for the alternative campaign. There is an explanation of what of these campaigns make. Basically, the historical one is the one that I'm going to select because it's going to represent the historical events that are going to happen in the 30 Years' War. And this, as you can see, if I go back a little bit, you can see that it says that is in the MPEUR Napoleon. So let's get on with it. In historical, you double click and you find the MPEUR Napoleon. You have to replace this folder. Where do you find it? In the original data. You go, remember, you are still in data here. So I'm going to go here. And here we're going to go into campaigns. And here we're going to find the MPEUR Napoleon. Is this one. So basically what we're going to do is to replace that with this one. So we're going to drop this here, and it's, do you still want to merge? You're going to say yes, and then you're going to go for move and replace, but do this with all, and that's it. There's one step left. The last step is to put the user script on the actual path. If you go to the README file, you're going to find the path here, which is the second line, which says that the script, the user script, goes into the C, users, your profile name, app data, roaming, the creative assembly, Napoleons, and scripts. Basically what we're going to do is to put this there, and everything is going to be good to go. Give a like, share the video, enjoy the mod, and subscribe to the channel. This was Victus. See you in the next one.